With profound humble gratitude and love to all venerated enlightened masters, we bow to the Almighty in soulful gratefulness for gifting us with their holy blessed presence. May all beings be awakened by their divine grace.
Part 4 of 4.
Etc.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
From which by Aphrodite, the divine, the untiring eyes were formed. Thus Aphrodite wrought with bolts of love. One vision of two eyes is born. Please continue watching for the poetic wisdom of the ancient Greek philosopher Empedocles, vegetarian.
You gotta go do research on the way they treat chickens, man. Those chickens go through torture before they are processed, have all sorts of steroids injected in them and everything. ASAP Rocky, vegan.
Yassas means hello in Greek Cypriot. Your beautiful smiles and helpfulness bring much joy to those around you. I am Androula. The kind-hearted Cypriots appreciate your caring and compassionate actions and join you in the benevolent vegan lifestyle. May everyone soon realize that treating all beings with love and respect will lead to a peaceful and harmonious world. Welcome to The Cycle of Rebirth from On Nature and the Purifications by Empedocles, vegetarian, part 1 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Empedocles was born in 494 BC in the ancient Greek city of Akragas, situated in Sicily. He is considered one of the most important early Greek philosophers, along with Pythagoras and Heraclitus. Greatly influenced by the teachings of Pythagoras and Orpheus, he believed in the transmigration of souls and the equality of all beings. With eternal souls endlessly being born into new bodies, he was of the view that eating animal people flesh amounted to cannibalism and compared this to parents unknowingly killing their children and children unknowingly killing their parents. Thus, Empedocles was a strict vegetarian who advocated for the right to life for all of Earth's inhabitants. He is also credited with the cosmogenic theory of the 4 classical elements, in which all matter is derived from fire, air, water, and earth. This theory was to dominate the worldview of ancient Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East right up to the 17th century. It is also considered one of the earliest theories of particle physics. This was encompassed by the governing forces of love and strife, whereby love would unite and strife would divide all on earth. As a brilliant orator and poet with a deep knowledge of spirituality and the natural sciences, Empedocles' teachings are full of wisdom and insight. Today we are pleased to present selections from his poetic works on nature and the Purifications, which were translated into English by William Ellery Leonard in the book The Fragments of Empedocles. On nature, on animals and plants. And if belief lack pith, or essence or substance, and thou still doubt, how from the mingling of the elements, the earth and water, the ether and the sun, so many forms and hues of mortal things could thus have being, as have come to be, each framed and knit by Aphrodite's power, as the tall trees and fish in briny floods. Aphrodite, after watering earth with rain, zealous to heat her, then did give earth over to speed of fire, that then she might grow firm, leading the songless shoals of spawning fish, of beasts inside compact with outsides loose, which in the palms of Aphrodite shaped, got this their sponginess. 'Tis thus with conchs upon the heavy chines of ocean dwellers, aye, of shellfish wreathed, or stony-hided turtles, where thou mark the earthen crust outside the softer parts. Trees bore perennial fruit, perennial fronds, laden with fruit the whole revolving year, since fed forever by a fruitful air. Thus first tall olives lay their yellow eggs, wherefore pomegranates, slow in ripening be, and apples grow so plentiful in juice. From the same stuff on sturdy limbs grow hair, leaves, scales of fish, and birds' thick-feathered plumes. Stiff hairs, keen-piercing, bristle on the chines of hedgehogs. Our eyes. As when a man about to sally forth prepares a light and kindles him a blaze of flaming fire against the wintry night, in coarse lantern shielding from all winds, though it protect from breath of blowing winds, its beam darts outward as more fine and thin, and with untiring rays lights up the sky. Just so the fire primeval once lay hid in the round pupil of the eye, enclosed in films and gauzy veils, which through and through were pierced with pores divinely fashioned, and thus kept off the watery deeps around, whilst fire burst outward as more fine and thin. The gentle flame of eye did chance to get only a little of the earthen part, from which by Aphrodite the divine, the untiring eyes were formed. Thus Aphrodite wrought with bolts of love, one vision of two eyes is born. On the psychic life. Thus all things think their thought by will of chance, and insofar the lightest at their fall do strike together. In the bloodstreams, back leaping unto it, the heart is nourished, where prevails the power that men call thought. For lo, the blood that stirs about the heart is man's controlling thought. For unto men their thrift of reason grows according to the body's thrift and state. For as of these commingled all things are, even so through these men think, rejoice, or grieve. As far as mortals change by day, so far by night their thinking changes. For 'tis through earth that earth we do behold, through ether, divine ether luminous, through water, water, through fire, devouring fire, and love through love, and hate through doleful hate. For if reliant on a spirit firm, with inclination and endeavour pure, thou wilt behold them, all these things shall be forever thine, for service, and besides, thereof full many another shalt thou gain. For of themselves into that core they grow of each man's nature, where his essence lies. But if for others thou wilt look and reach, such empty treasures, myriad and vile, as men be after, which forevermore blunt soul and keen desire, oh, then shall these most swiftly leave thee as the seasons roll, for all their yearning is a quick return unto their own primeval stock. For know, all things have fixed intent and share of thought. Dominion. And thou shalt master every drug that ever was made defense against sickness and old age. For thee alone all this I will fulfill, and thou shalt calm the might of tireless winds that burst on earth and ruin seedlands. Aye, and if thou will, shalt thou arouse the blasts, and watch them take their vengeance wild and shrill. For that before thou cowed them, thou shalt change black rain to drought at seasons good for men, and the long drought of summer shalt thou change to torrents, nourishing the mountain trees as down they stream from ether, and thou shalt from Hades beckon the might of perished men. The Purifications, the Healer and Prophet. Ye, friends, who in the mighty city dwell, along the yellow Acragas hard by, the Acropolis, ye stewards of good works, the stranger's refuge venerable and kind, all hail, O friends, but unto ye I walk as God immortal now, no more as men, on all sides honored fittingly and well, crowned both with fillets and with flowering wreaths. When with my throngs of men and women I come to thriving cities, I am sought by prayers, and thousands follow me that they may ask the path to well-being and vantage, craving some for oracles, whilst others seek to hear a healing word against many a foul disease that all too long has pierced with grievous pains. Yet why urge more, as if indeed I wrought some big affair? Do I not far excel the mortals round me, doomed to many deaths? O friends, I know indeed in this the words which I will speak that very truth abides, but greatly troublous unto men always has been the emulous struggle of belief to reach their bosoms.
Go ahead and make war. Stupid and ugly people love to do that.
Generous viewers, thank you for your company today for Words of Wisdom. Please join us tomorrow for part 2 of this program. Coming up next is Loving the Silent Tears, the musical, part 18 of a multi-part series. May God bless and protect you and your family always.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/WOW.
番組は多言語放送です。放送予定は suprememastertv.com/schedule そして suprememastertv.com/WOW